In 2003, Jay-Z released a single titled 99 Problems as part of the Black Album, and it quickly became one of his most iconic tracks. Known for its raw storytelling, minimalist production, and socio-political commentary, the song has since achieved a cultural impact that extends far beyond its initial release. 99 Problems was produced by Rick Rubin, a legendary figure in hip-hop and rock. Rubin was instrumental in crafting the song's gritty rock-infused beat, which harkened back to his early work with groups like Run DMC and the Beastie Boys. He stripped the production to its essentials, layering heavy drum hits, distorted guitar riffs, and sparse instrumentation to create a track that felt raw yet precise. The production's stark simplicity allowed Jay-Z's storytelling to take center stage, emphasizing the song's lyrical weight. The iconic hook, "I got 99 problems, but a ain't one," was popularized by Ice-T in 1993 and repurposed, and its meaning shifted dramatically. Jay-Z used the phrase metaphorically to address broader societal issues, particularly his experiences with racial profiling and police misconduct. 99 Problems recounts a tense interaction with police officers where Jay-Z portrays himself as a victim of racial profiling. In the second verse, he vividly describes being pulled over while driving, a moment that underscores the everyday struggles faced by Black men in America. He reflects on his rights and cleverly navigates the interaction, highlighting systemic inequalities in law enforcement. Jay-Z raps, "Well, I ain't past the bar, but I know a little bit, enough that you won't illegally search my shit." Jay-Z's lyrical prowess is evident throughout the song. While the hook suggests a dismissive attitude towards romantic troubles, the verses make it clear that the problems he's addressing are far more complex. The juxtaposition of a seemingly lighthearted phrase with a heavy socio-political commentary is a testament to Jay-Z's skill as a lyricist. Critics hailed 99 Problems as a standout track on the Black Album. The song became emblematic of Jay-Z's ability to blend personal narratives with broader social commentary. It resonated with audiences for its relatability and unfiltered depiction of real-world issues. The phrase 99 Problems transcended the song, becoming a widely used pop culture reference. Its versatility allowed it to be adapted into memes, advertisements, and even political discourse. For example, after a trip to Cuba with his wife Beyoncé, it was rumored that Barack Obama had sanctioned for them to visit the country, as U.S. citizens are forbidden from traveling there for tourism. During the 2008 U.S. presidential campaign, President Barack Obama jokingly referred to the phrase in a speech, stating,
"For example, this whole controversy about Jay-Z going to Cuba. It's unbelievable. I've got 99 problems and now Jay-Z's one."
This was possibly the epitome of demonstrating the single's deep penetration into mainstream culture. 99 Problems earned numerous accolades, including a Grammy Award for Best Rap Solo Performance at the 47th Annual Grammy Awards. It also solidified Jay-Z's reputation as one of hip-hop's greatest storytellers and innovators. Some listeners misinterpreted the hook as misogynistic, assuming that the bitches referred to women. In reality, Jay-Z clarified that the line was not about women, but rather about broader challenges he faced. This misreading sparked debates about gender representation in hip-hop, though the context of the song eventually clarified its true intent. In Decoded, Jay-Z in conversation with Cornel West, Jay-Z states that he provocatively used the hook to highlight people's ignorance to the deeper meaning of things. Jay-Z explained,
"I thought it was deeply funny that people hear certain words and just immediately hear white noise after that."
In an exchange with an officer, Jay-Z details how he luckily escapes being searched by a K-9 unit in a traffic stop that would have led to his demise, but the K-9 unit took too long to come. Jay-Z jokingly states in Decoded,
"So I have 99 problems, but that ain't one,"
insinuating that the K-9 dog was not amongst his 99 problems, further highlighting the true meaning of the song. 99 Problems is often cited as a quintessential example of storytelling in hip-hop. Its minimalist production and raw honesty influenced a generation of artists, proving that simplicity and substance could coexist in a genre often associated with excess. The song was released during Jay-Z's supposed retirement phase, adding to its significance. The Black Album was marketed as his farewell to music, and 99 Problems became emblematic of this era, blending introspection with defiance. Though he would later return to music, the track remains a hallmark of this transitional period in his career. The rock-influenced production and Rubin's involvement helped 99 Problems resonate beyond hip-hop audiences. It introduced Jay-Z to listeners who might not have otherwise engaged with his music, further cementing his status as a cross-genre superstar. The song's vivid depiction of police profiling has been analyzed in academic settings as an example of hip-hop's ability to address real-world issues. Its inclusion in courses on race, law, and culture highlights its lasting relevance. 99 Problems stands as a landmark in Jay-Z's discography and hip-hop as a whole. Its combination of innovative production, sharp storytelling, and cultural resonance showcases Jay-Z's unparalleled artistry. More than 2 decades later, the track continues to inspire discussion and analysis, proving that its impact is as enduring as it is profound. However, the origins of 99 Problems can be traced back to Ice-T and Brother Marquise from 2 Live Crew. Marquise coined the phrase, "I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one," recounting his experiences at Magic City, a famous strip club where DJs would hype up dancers with catchphrases like "Won't There It Is." Recognizing its potential as a song title, Ice-T developed the track for his 1993 album Home Invasion, produced by Shafiq Hussein, DJ Aladdin, and Ice-T. Marquise even contributed a verse to the original song, blending the catchy hook with Ice-T's sharp lyrical commentary on societal and relationship issues. The collaboration highlighted their mutual respect for each other's artistry. Ice-T has praised Marquise for his wit and ingenuity, stating that the phrase encapsulated an authentic street philosophy. Marquise, in turn, appreciated Ice-T's ability to bring the idea to life and elevate it to a broader platform. While Brother Marquise wasn't a primary collaborator on most of Ice-T's projects, this partnership underscored their shared roots in pushing boundaries and addressing day-to-day life through music. The track's iconic hook transcended music, becoming a pop culture staple, and an oft-quoted phrase representing confidence in the fact that no matter what problems life throws at you, a woman should never be one of them. Moreover, 99 Problems marked a pivotal moment in Ice-T's career as he transitioned from gangster rap to broader cultural critique, solidifying his reputation as a pioneer of West Coast rap. The relationship didn't end well as Brother Marquise told Vlad TV in 2022 that the song was entirely his song and he was never properly compensated. The two would soon fall out as Brother Marquise stated, "Out of good faith, Ice gave me a little something." But after trying to sue Ice-T, the relationship between the two would then sour.
In the record business, I'm just finding out that if you sue a rapper for using some of your shit and it doesn't, get taken care of properly, they take it as if you're snitching on them.
Explaining how Ice-T possibly perceived Brother Marquise trying to sue him. While Jay-Z reimagined the phrase, some fans and critics argued that Ice-T deserved more explicit credit for the inspiration. Ice-T himself expressed mixed feelings about the situation, saying in a 2014 interview with Odyssey,
"Why Jay-Z never said, 'This is Ice-T's song, show me some love'? Me and Jay are friends. I met Jay with Big Daddy Kane. That's just another way of handling the situation. I handle the situation differently. If I use your music, I want to let people know."
Although the press took the opportunity to spin the story and create a hype over Ice-T being mad at Jay-Z, Ice-T cleared the air in a 2023 Drinks Champs interview. While talking to Nori, Ice-T stated that he is not mad at Jay, explicitly stating that he did not steal anything. Jay-Z in fact purchased the publishing for Ice-T's song in order to create the song, which can be seen as a testament to Jay-Z's business acumen in the world of music. Ice-T explained,
"See, what happens in this podcast world is they'll take something I'm saying right now and they'll edit it with another something from someplace else, and it'll turn into a conversation that is not real."
Right.
There's no beef between me and Jay-Z and 99 Problems, but a lot of people didn't know that was originally my song. Then the podcast world goes, "Ice-T, see, Jay stole it." No, Jay did not steal it.
Yeah, you're just explaining something.
Ice-T goes on to explain Rick Rubin was producing Jay-Z and Chris Rock was present. Chris, being an Ice-T fan, suggested to Rick that they do a song called 99 Problems, eventually birthing the classic single. Ice-T also went on to explain that Jay-Z was legitimately granted rights to use the song as he was in a publishing deal with Warner when the song was made. So eventually, Ice-T will see some money from Jay-Z's use of his 1993 classic. Despite the lack of direct acknowledgement from Jay-Z during the song's release, Ice-T later noted their amicable relationship. Jay-Z even brought up the situation at the Grammys, expressing admiration for Ice-T and dismissing any notion of bad blood. Ice-T, while wishing for a public shout-out, respects Jay-Z's artistry and sees no reason for conflict. Jay-Z approached Ice-T at the end of the 2023 Grammys to address the comments circulating online about the origins of 99 Problems. Ice-T recounted their exchange while speaking to Nori on Drink Champs.
I see him and he smiles at me. He goes, "Ice, you mad at me?" I said, "Nah." And he said, "You know I love you, right?" I said, "I love you." I said, "Yeah." And he said, "99." I said, "Jay-Z, that's not by my words, right?" And so then at the end I said, "But Jay, at the end of the record, you could have said, 'Ice.'" You could have thrown in a bone or something. I could have used it. I'm not a billionaire, Jay,
This lighthearted comment suggests that Ice-T was more amused than upset about the situation. Jay-Z has faced repeated accusations of appropriating lyrics and ideas from other artists throughout his career, sparking debates about his creative authenticity versus his role as a cultural curator. While some critics see these instances as theft, Jay-Z often frames them as tributes or homages to the original artist. This nuanced discussion reflects both the evolution of hip-hop and the fine line between inspiration and appropriation. One of the most prominent criticisms revolves around Jay-Z's frequent quoting of the Notorious B.I.G.'s lyrics. Critics argue that Jay-Z leans too heavily on Biggie's work, essentially borrowing lines wholesale without significant reinterpretation. For example, in Real Niggas, Jay-Z mimics a line from Biggie's Real Niggas, almost verbatim, rapping, "On the road to riches and diamond rings, real niggas do real things." Fans and critics alike have noticed several other instances where Jay-Z has directly used Biggie's phrases across his discography. Jay-Z has defended those instances by emphasizing his intent to honor Biggie's legacy. In interviews, he stated that these references are deliberate acts of homage, aimed at keeping Biggie's name and contributions alive in the cultural consciousness. He explained in one instance, "I say a big verse, I'm only bigging up my brother." Jay-Z also emphasizes that his own lyrical abilities are evident, so borrowing lines is not about creative defiancy, but reverence. So it is possible that instead of stealing the lyrics from Ice-T's 1993 hit, Jay was in fact paying reverence to the West Coast legend. In a 2011 interview with Rock for Life, Jay-Z reinforces this sentiment, stating, "There was a vow in the song about Big, so doing that was my way of always keeping him fresh and keeping his music fresh on everyone's mind. So I'm inspired by music, and I'm a fan and a historian. I study music and different emotions and things like that. So if I'm inspired by it, I just use it. It's not a crutch for me. I can write a song without using anyone's lyric at all." That sums the whole thing up. Be comfortable with yourself and your ability. You don't have that insecurity when people say, "Oh, he's stealing homeboy's lyrics. He can't write a rap." We can sit down next to anybody and write 2 verses. They could write and I could sit up there and come up with a verse, and we can see who comes up with the better verse any day. Jay-Z's use of others' lyrics has fueled larger conversations about creativity and authorship in hip-hop. The genre has long relied on sampling and allusion as part of its storytelling tradition, making outright accusations of theft more complicated. While purists demand originality, others argue that Jay-Z's ability to seamlessly weave borrowed lines into his narrative is itself a skill. For Jay-Z, this controversy hasn't significantly diminished his cultural standing. Instead, it underscores his role as a conduit for preserving and celebrating hip-hop's history. His frequent references, for instance, solidify his connection to rap's lineage, which bolsters his credibility. So it is possible that instead of stealing the lyrics from Ice-T's 1993 hit, Jay was in fact paying reference to the West Coast legend. Despite the lack of public acknowledgement in the song itself, Ice-T made it clear that he respects Jay-Z's artistry and their long-standing friendship, highlighting how he was introduced to Jay-Z back in the day by Big Daddy Kane. Ice-T recounted on Big Boy's Neighborhood in 2023.
I met Jay-Z way back in the day. Big Daddy Kane brought Jay-Z to my house back in the day when he was starting out. I used to take Jay around, roll my car, him and Dame Dash, so we're friends.
Ice-T has been complimentary towards Jay-Z, describing him as a supernatural human being. He told Big Boy's Neighborhood,
"You know, I'm not even tripping. No, I love Jay-Z. Jay-Z is a very supernatural human being."
Yes, sir.
While Ice-T might have preferred explicit recognition for his influence on the song, his statements suggest he values respect, camaraderie, and business over conflict. This nuanced response showcased Ice-T's maturity as an artist and his understanding of how the music industry operates. Maturity and business prowess were exhibited on Jay's end when he actually purchased the rights to the song and confronted Ice-T face-to-face at the Grammys. Issues that never even existed can cause problems when they're not addressed, and Jay-Z approaching Ice-T was a testament to his understanding of this. It also highlights how certain sentiments can be spun when you're in the public eye. If it were not for Ice-T clearing up the false narrative on platforms like Big Boy's Neighborhood and Drink Champs, the public would have continued to believe that there was tension between Jay-Z and Ice-T over 99 Problems. The debate over whether Jay-Z steals or pays homage with his lyrical references reflects broader tensions within hip-hop culture about originality, respect, and legacy. While detractors see these instances as undermining his creative credibility, Jay-Z positions himself as a steward of hip-hop history. Ultimately, this duality, celebrated by some, criticized by others, adds another layer to his complex legacy. The cultural impact of these conversations further cements Jay-Z as one of the most influential figures in rap, regardless of how these accusations are perceived.